Hello darlings and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ronnie and what I've got for you today is a vacation A-frame house for Foxbury students. So, in this video I would like to talk about first the shape of the house and then about the story behind this particular build. So, let's dive right in. So, as I said, this is an A-frame house, so it's characterized by its typical triangular shape, so it looks like the letter A, hence the name A-frame house. And I've read several times on Twitter or on Instagram that sometimes people struggle with this type of house. So I thought that I would share a few tips and tricks with you if you would like to. So the thing is that you must how should I describe it? That you should approach this type of house as some sort of a puzzle. And once you realize what kind of pieces you need, then it gets fairly simple. However, I thought that I would share with you at least one tip, and I found out that for me personally, it may be different for you, but for me personally, I really how should I say that? What's like necessary for me when I build is pulling the eaves of the like individual roofs out as much as I can, or not as much as I can, but quite like I pull it out quite a lot, and then it's way easier for me to see whether the roof pieces are aligned properly. So that would be definitely one of my suggestions for you if you ever find yourself struggling with this type of house. Really, just pulling out the eaves of the roofs, and it will help you to make it make one straight line, because sometimes you can see that people struggle with it, which is completely understandable. Honestly, it took me quite some time to figure it out as well, but yeah, once you like get a hang of it, then it gets easier, I promise. So if you've ever found yourself like struggling with it, don't worry, it's gonna get better. Really, once you figure it out, it gets way easier. So definitely, if you're like scared of doing this, give it a try and you'll see that it works. However, this video is certainly not a tutorial, so I'm sure there are some way better tutorials on YouTube. However, I thought that I would point that pulling out the roof eaves, this like tip / trick that I would point it out, because that's not something I've seen that many people talk about. So yeah, I just thought that I would include it here. That maybe some of you will find it helpful, or maybe not, and that's fine as well. So as you can see, the general shape of the house is done. I didn't want to go just for the simple A-frame style, so I added a few bump outs. So we have the taller ones on the left side of the house, and then I've also placed the cute little balcony on the right side of the house. I'm not sure whether it's even visible, maybe right now it was, but I also placed small roof pieces to kind of like mimic what are they, like supporting beams, maybe? Is that the correct term? Maybe not, but that's probably not a problem right now. But yeah, I think it really makes the balcony look more realistic, but also it kind of adds some details, and I always like that. So this balcony is my favorite part of this house. I grabbed this ping pong table, and it took me a moment to figure it out. Like the not let's say style or vibe that I meant to go for, but at the end, or in the end, I think I've managed to do that, hopefully. So you know what, let me talk about the story behind this house a bit. So like I said, this is a vacation house for Foxbury students. So I think I said it as a general residential house, but really the idea behind this house was that this is a vacation house for students. I imagine some sort of like university group, something like, I think, like American fraternities and sororities. However, I did not mean to limit such group to only like one gender. By the way, I was curious, so I googled a bit, and I found out that there is like no gender neutral name for this, and it's so weird. Like I guess I understand why it is the way it is, but the only term that you can use apparently is the so-called like Greek letter organization, but that's it, and it sounds awful when you say it like that. So yeah, like I think at first I meant to call it something like fraternity A-frame, but then I realized, well, wait, fraternities are only for men, or like for boys, guys, however you want to call them. So yeah, then I changed it to just the Foxbury A-frame, because I really I don't know, when I was building this, I definitely was imagining a more heterogeneous group than just, like one gender. That seemed quite odd. So yeah, so like I said, this is a vacation home for students. I'll continue with this talk in a bit. I just wanted to point out that here you could see me working with this like really beautiful wallpaper that's blue and black, but it wasn't working for me, so I changed it into this exposed brick. That's literally my most favorite wallpaper in the whole game, and I know I'm overusing it in my builds, but I just can't help myself. So I can live with that. You can live with that as well. So yeah, I had to use it here as well. A few moments ago, I mentioned the style of this house, and really, it was something that I quite struggled with, because on the one hand you have this, I would say, very modern and contemporary shell, but like on the inside there are a lot of pieces of odd furniture and kind of like mismatched items every now and then. So yeah, I think the thought process behind it was that maybe, as this is a group of students that are probably quite privileged, can you imagine having like this kind of vacation house? I would love that. So yeah, I imagine that, excuse me, I'm so sorry, that the students were quite probably rich and privileged, or maybe not the students, but definitely their parents. So I imagine that maybe the parents bought it for them, for their wonderful, wonderful children, right? And but I thought that maybe the students then, then they added some personal items, or maybe, they found something on a flea market and were like, yeah, we have to have that there, right? So yeah, that was like the the thought process behind it. But now we're moving on to the kitchen slash dining space, and this is my most favorite room in this whole house. I just love it so much. The shape is so odd and so weird, and I'm not sure whether it works or not, but I genuinely love it. Like, look at it. I love the color scheme, I think, most importantly. So I was very happy to use these red counters. So as you can see, there's a lot of there are a lot of items from the Dream Home Decorator. I'm still having a lot of fun with this pack, and yeah, there are just a lot of plants. The colors match, at least I hope they do, but yeah, I think they do, and everything looks just so nice and so pretty, and I'm very, very excited about this room and this painting. I don't know, sorry. It was a very, very weird sound that I just made, but yeah, sorry for that. So here you can see me cluttering, or just currently like flicking through the catalog and trying to find some clutter for these shelves. As I imagined students occupying this house, I imagined that, you know, that would be a lot of items, but I still didn't want to make the whole space look messy, and I think I would say that I achieved it. You know, there are a lot of items, it's quite cluttered, it's quite personalized, but at the same time I hope it's not too weird or too messy or too untidy. So now we're working on the very first bedroom. This is the only bedroom that has a double bed, as I imagined that, what happens in, it's like Las Vegas, right? So what happens in Foxbury A-frame, it stays there as well. So I thought that it would be good to have one bedroom with a double bed. Frankly, it's not my most favorite room in this whole house, but it serves its purpose. But now we're working on this little bathroom. It's one of the 2 bathrooms included in this build. They're very, very similar, so I'm not even sure whether the second bathroom is included in this speed build, but you will definitely see it in the screenshots. If it's not part of the speed build, I really can't recall whether I kept it in the speed build or not. You will see. Anyway, we're moving on to the second floor, and here I am creating this little karaoke nook. Actually, when I was preparing for this voiceover, I realized that, or not realized, but I think it's, and I hope it's visible, that my main goal was to include as many items for your Sims entertainment. So you have the ping pong table, you have several juice kegs, that you have the TV console, there's a karaoke. I'll be also adding the bubble blower, I think, from City Living. And yeah, there are a lot of items. There's also like the keyboard and quite a lot of items. So I think your Sims will have things to do. Oh, there's also a bathtub. I'll be adding that shortly as well, if I haven't done that already. I was just checking my notes, so if that happened already, I'm sorry. Anyway, right now I'm working on this first small bedroom. So there are 3 small bedrooms in total on this floor. So this first one was for a Sim that's very, proud of their university, and they're very much into sports. This Sim, or this bedroom, is for a Sim who loves literature, and he's maybe, or there may be some sort of like an introvert, so they even have a TV in their room if they just feel like, you know, there was enough socializing with everyone, so they're going to stay in their room for a short while. And this last bedroom, I had this idea to make it like lovely and cheerful and bright and colorful. You know, I was using this very optimistic yellow, but soon enough you will see me adding some mischief related items, like some I don't know, some mischief books, and also a voodoo doll, and also the creepy doll from Paranormal Stuff Pack. So yeah, now I'm adding. Yeah, now good. It's happening right now. Good. So now I'm adding the hot tub, and since I'm practically done with the interior, I might be popping back in to add a few items here and there, but that should be it for the interior. So I'm back. I'm like working again on the exterior, and I'm just adding some finishing touches. So here I'm placing these debug rugs that I love so much. You can also see the bikes. Those came with the Discover University pack, and I absolutely love adding them everywhere. Also, as you can see, there are a lot of like Foxbury banners, so really the students living here or staying for the holidays are very, very, very proud of their like, do you also say in English alma mater, or is it just, I guess you say that as well. Maybe you pronounce it differently. I don't know. Sorry. So now I'm just working on this little makeshift Pies game fire pit. I don't have the outdoor retreat or the island living. I think those two packs have the fire pit, so I don't own these packs, so I'm just always creating those little makeshift ones, but I think they look cute and I like them. So now I'm just kind of like preparing this little path towards to the hot tub. I hope I didn't say bathtub before. Hopefully I did say hot tub. Sometimes I struggle with words, but it's okay. I don't think you mind that much. And I can always edit some things later on. But yeah, now I'm adding just some lights to make the space a bit more nicer, and some terrain paint. I think there is not really anything spectacular about this. I really just wanted to, as always, make it look realistic. So yeah, we're coming to the end of the video. That was faster than I thought. Anyway, so this build will be available on the Sims 4 gallery. My ID is bohemian_Ronnie. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram. The handle is same across all platforms. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, write a comment. I always very much appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more of my speed builds, you can also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have the most wonderful day. Bye!